Plastic surgery versus natural beauty. I've had quite the stir with myself mid converse, like just conversate with myself about this and talking to other people too. Plastic surgery, the worst thing in mankind. As if men don't have enough distractions and temptation. Women want to make their ass bigger. It's already big. Titties bigger. They're already big. Face, duck shit, ducks, just all types of shit. When I could go. And that video is gonna be too long.
I'm Ka Takahashi, and I'll be moderating this episode of Cosmetic Surgery versus Natural.
Goodness gracious, bro! Like,
I'm Ka Takahashi, and I'll be moderating this episode of Cosmetic.
Like, what I don't understand about women, I just can't grasp the concept. Look at this woman. Like, there's nothing wrong with you. Now it is. This looks weird. If you cut off the top half of her body, it looks like a glass. Nigga, the lips, the ass. God, you don't even look real anymore.
Surgery versus natural beauty.
I swear, life is becoming like NBA 2K. You thought the girls play 2K. Everybody trying to have the same build.
As makeup. Can they agree or step
makeup
forward?
shouldn't even be normalized. Bullshit.
I kind of see a lot of cosmetic surgery as kind of like high maintenance to be low maintenance
No.
type of thing. So girls who are overlining their lips every day, like just get some lip filler, like get the, the Botox or anything. I mean, it kind of starts with makeup, like the girls who are putting on the makeup every day before school when they get a little more money in their pockets and they get a little older and get a little freedom. Yeah, those are probably the girls that are a little more inclined to want to get,
bro.
stuff done. It's a little more severe to go under the knife than to wear makeup, but I mean, it's something that happens every day. It's LA, and I just don't think people talk about it because it's so taboo.
Originally, the prompt said surgery, and I don't think surgery should be normalized, but then you started talking about like
Botox, yeah.
lasers, skincare products, friends and acquaintances that I know who also are aging gracefully. Somebody gave them the secret when they were in their 20s. Our collagen starts going to shit at 25. So if you're not doing things that boost the collagen in your skin at the age of 25, you're going to be playing catch up at some point. If there's something that you could have done, like regular exercise or stretching every day to help you age better, why not do that for your appearance if it's simple, safe, and you're doing it with a trusted physician?
But surgeries, you would say.
What the Right a little bit. Don't call her that. Did this woman just give a reasonable? How do you say it? Did this woman just serenade me with her words as to why it should be accepted? You just made 0 sense. I'm not going to rewind. This video is going to be too long.
That should not be normalized.
I don't think it should be normalized, but I'll give you an example.
You just
This
said
is
it
gonna
should be
sound crazy,
normalized.
but go with me. So
It does
I had a
sound
girl
crazy.
brought in by her mom for a labiaplasty. And I was ready to walk in the room and be like, are you freaking crazy? Like,
You just said since it's too late, since apparently it's too late for a woman to get to like, for her skin to get clear or whatever you just said. You basically said it was too late. If it gets to that point, why not go see a physician? I swear, bro, like, it just doesn't make sense to me. It makes sense to me, but y'all are just putting money in these people's pockets constantly. It just doesn't. Logically, you're always going to find something wrong in the mirror that's not wrong. It's nothing wrong, but you're going to find something wrong. You look at you're the only person that looks at yourself as much as you do. You're always going to find something wrong. It's bullshit. You talking about, it doesn't make sense. First of all, I don't even think a lot of times men don't even care about makeup. They don't. Men don't really care about makeup. Y'all listen to rappers and shit like that, like niggas that talk about fucking bitches and stuff like that. Bro, men don't really care about makeup. We don't like them big ass lashes, bro. Don't like it. Why? You're making it so difficult for me to just see your eyes with these big ass lashes. Why are you making it so difficult? You don't want me to see through. You don't want me to see through your soul. Is that it? Like, what is it? I hate makeup. And like, cause bro, some women, when they take the makeup off, they look like. I ain't lie.
What are you thinking bringing in your daughter for a labiaplasty?
Oh,
And I walked
crazy.
in and this girl had a normal labia on one side. And on the other side, she had a labia as long as my finger hanging out. When she was at the YMCA, it would fall
I
out
don't
of
even know
her
what that
bathing suit.
means.
She was getting teased by her friends, and she
What does
said,
that
"Mom, I
mean?
do not want to go into high school with this thing hanging out of my vagina." I did it
Oh.
awake. It took me 15 minutes.
So I see what we're doing here. A lot of people do this when they're having conversations to try to prove a point. You're giving an exception. You're trying to put the exception with the majority. I see what you're doing, sweetheart. It don't work like that. Women, you're doing a disservice to your body and God when you get plastic surgery. You're basically telling God, I do not like what you have done to me. I don't like how you made me. I don't like I don't like what my parents made me into. I don't like what I look like. That's all you're saying. I don't like me. That's what you're saying. When life could be a lot worse for you. You could literally have no fucking legs or arms.
To give her a normal anatomic labia that matches
You're sitting
her
here
other
worried
side.
about looks.
So should we normalize access to feel your best?
No.
Absolutely.
No.
The disagreeers in.
I think plastic surgery shouldn't be demonized, but it also shouldn't be normalized totally, completely either.
Which
In
one?
that way, stealth can also be quite
I'ma get pissed
dangerous
off.
for
I don't
people
know if I can
because
watch it.
people are dishonest about the work they get done, and they give this unrealistic beauty standard. I didn't know a lot of girls had BBLs when they were selling workout plans, things like that.
Totally.
BBLs.
Yeah, Brazilian
Bruh.
butt lift, which is what I have two of.
I don't think plastic surgery is wrong. The little girl you're talking about, like, we can all imagine what
What a
that
look
would
at
be
this
like,
girl,
having
bro.
some kind of abnormality in your body, or if you have a
Look at her. I'm a little crazy. No, she the one that got the plastic surgery too. I know I'm tripping. Look. I'm not even trying to disrespect you, sweetheart. You know how many niggas would crack? You know how many niggas would hit? Ain't gonna take you serious. You don't even take yourself serious. You don't even like how you look. Like, bro, I swear this shit kill me, bro. Look, bro.
imagine what that would be like, having some kind of abnormality in your body, or if you have a cleft lip or something that makes you feel so othered, I can understand that. My issue with the idea of normalizing surgery, you have young girls. When you're 18, you get to decide if you're willing to take on the risk. 18-year-olds don't really know anything. I don't want a society that tells young women especially, you need to change these things about yourself surgically.
So I think it's very important that we make it.
You know she gonna be
Yes,
defensive.
There we go. We got it. It was there. Between makeup.
Got fucking I don't know what the fake teeth is called, bro. What is that? Invisalign? I talked about this before. Any man that gets fake teeth, bro, don't even like, bro, don't talk to me like that. I don't even want to talk to you. You're not like, you might as well be a female. Like, don't talk to me. Like, I want your teeth. Why you want your teeth so white for? Who the fuck said white teeth? Let me stop. I would want my teeth white, but my nigga, eat healthy. Go to the dentist and get the plaque removed with the little machine that they use. That's all you getting, bro. That's all you should be striving for. That's it. That's it. No medicine or nothing. Just get the little plaque removed. That's what it is. You get Invisalign. Looking in the mirror, you see some yellow. You start panicking like a, bro. Bro.
and surgery, because that was the prompt, right?
Y'all
I
niggas ain't
faced
men.
troubles when I was doing certain surgeries, right? And I had to redo things. And I think once you go down that slope and that route, it goes into like another tunnel. You know what I'm saying? Makeup, it's something that's so easy we can take it off, we can put it on. So
Take it
that's
off
the
and
only
look
reason
like
why I disagree.
cornballs, bro.
I don't think it should be as normalized as makeup, because it's just two totally different ball games.
I completely agree with you, and to a certain extent, I would say
She looks
looking
like a
at,
porn
the makeup
star.
industry, makeup in a lot of ways is a little bit too normalized. So I
Now I know y'all looking at these two, and y'all probably saying, "I ain't gonna lie, I'm taking this. I'm taking this over this." But you're weak-minded, man. You are. I'm not even trying to disrespect. I'm just saying, like, listen, man. I'm talking to the men, bro. I don't got time for this. We know that intrinsically, she's more of a porn star build. Porn is too popular as it is, so y'all know what I'm talking about. She's more of a porn star build. Big butt, big titties, perky lips, sex appeal at its I'm not even gonna say at its finest. No, we're not gonna say that. Sex appeal at its most dangerous. Too sex appeal is too much. This seems like a chill, laid back. She a freak low key. You don't know it, but she really a freak. I ain't gonna lie, she probably fire. I'm just trying to throw ball. I'm just trying to compliment, man. She looks beautiful. She's not ugly. She's natural. I love natural women. It attracts me. It genuinely do. I am attracted to natural women. I love natural women. I like women that are confident too. That are grateful that, you know, they have arms and legs and their face isn't blown off by a bomb because of war. You feel me? It could really get bad for people. Like, I be seeing people on Instagram with defects, and it's like, bro, people need to be more grateful with what they have, man. It can really be bad for you, bro. It can really get
don't
bad.
think I would want to take that a step further. And if we're normalizing makeup, which in a lot of ways there are women and men who can throw on makeup and it changes the entire shape of their face. It's a completely different person underneath. Surgery does that in a more permanent, invasive way. The goal is to move away from alteration of the self, of the person, and move towards...
Look, she ain't trying to hear that. She ain't trying to hear that. She's not trying to hear that shit, bro. It's sad. Men, you need to stay away from women like this. The only reason why women get plastic surgery is because of men. That is the only... Men, it always boils down to us. It always comes back to us. It always comes back to us. Women are trying to... They do all this for the attention of men. Women are on this planet to satisfy man. That's... I don't know why it's a sad reality. That's... Your biology makes you happy to do it. You make it sad. You make it difficult. Women, you literally get plastic surgery for men. That's all you're getting it for. You literally only get it for men. You don't get it to look better than the next shorty. Like, you get it to compete with the shorties to get the man. Like,
you know, acceptance.
So alteration of self and permanency are two things that you brought up.
bro, I ain't gonna lie. She's gonna piss me off. Seriously, you need... I was about to say something crazy. Let me chill out.
The same to
Oh
tattoos
my God, I gotta chill
and
out.
piercings.
Yes, and I say that as a person who has tattoos, and a lot
You
of
can't compare no damn tattoos. Stop. Like, you're trying. You're trying it. You're trying it. You're trying it. Tattoos don't alter what you will look like unless you get tattoos all over your face. Unless you're trying to look like MGK with black arms.
down and I think about myself and I go, why did I feel the need to change
Sweetheart,
this,
you don't have to-
person that I
That's your
was?
self-expression, though, what you wanted to visualize.
Yeah, I think it was enhanced self-expression, and we talk about aging, and the phrase "age gracefully" was used. When I think about aging gracefully, I think about somebody who is looking at the wrinkles on their face and going, "Oh, that was a laugh that I had back when I was, 23. This mark that I have on my stomach is from my child who's now in his 30s." Why don't we view that as aging gracefully? Why is there no grace in accepting the wrinkles?
One wrinkle or seeing a little mark on your belly is not what these women are coming in for. I've had patients who are so blown out in their abdomen that you can see their intestines moving under their skin after they've had 4 children.
Sure.
So is that okay?
Why do you keep... We're good. We're good.
Okay now, or maybe there's like this one definitive spot where like this is okay, but this is not, you know, in the
And who's
non-plastic
gonna determine
surgery.
what's
Who determines
right?
that?
Yeah.
You don't want to demonize the plastic surgeon. You don't want to demonize the plastic surgery. You don't
I'm
want to set
demonizing it.
arbitrary posts
demonizing
for
it.
when it's okay
That's
and
what
when
I'm
it's
doing.
not okay, or how bad it is before you do it, or how bad it
You
is.
shouldn't
impossible.
do it
Hey,
at all.
watching? Yeah, you. We know you so badly want to put your 2 cents in during these conversations.
I do.
And yes, we see your angst, passion, in the comment section. Well, now's your chance. Check out at Jubilee Media on Instagram.
I'm not doing that, bro. Y'all not gonna put me on y'all show. I'm
Cosmetic
gonna
surgery
crash out.
industry exploits people's insecurities.
Of course, that's how they get paid. Of course. Is that even a debate? Like, obviously, doctors exploit unhealthy people. They don't try to make them any help. Let me chill out for the Secret Service be outside waiting. Let me chill out. I mean, but what's understood don't need to be explained. We already know this. Certain industries shouldn't even be employment. Like, they shouldn't even be employed. It shouldn't even be $1 billion businesses out here. That the hospitals, the porn industry, cosmetic surgery, they shouldn't be getting this kind of money. They shouldn't be getting this kind of money. Niggas shouldn't be that sick. People shouldn't be watching porn. People shouldn't be getting plastic surgery. Bro, they making mad money, bro. Too much. Everybody should be walking.
Wow, we all agree. Okay.
When you have trends where all of these women are getting the exact same boob job, the exact same lips, or the
Yes.
exact same nose,
Yuck.
it's almost impossible to deny that insecurities are being put onto people.
Imagine that the plastic surgery / cosmetic surgery realm would naturally not exist if it weren't for insecurity, and if we could somehow alleviate that pressure that women in particular feel quite often, then it would be an industry that would be going out of business.
I disagree with that. I mean, I'm a plastic surgeon, and I think that the
You
answer
shouldn't
is yes
have a
and no.
job.
You know, similarly to maybe fashion. Also, is that also?
Oh my God. She's annoying me, bro. Are you about to compare clothes to you changing your physical features? I could take off a t-shirt.
You know, push-up bras. Is that also a terrible thing? The analogy that I always give is if you're going to go buy a couch,
Yes, a push-up bra is
you
a
can go
ter-
buy a Paisley couch. You can do that. That might be the trend.
Bro.
Or you can buy a neutral couch and change your pillows. So I'm the type of plastic surgeon.
But I'm the bad guy if I compare women to cars. But is she comparing women to couches right now? Maybe I'm thinking too deep into
That
it.
always promotes a neutral couch, and you can change your clothes, you know, as trends come and go, but you want to keep your body healthy.
She's trying to keep a
natural
job.
looking,
She's not trying to be
very
out of a
neutral
job.
Canvas, and then you can play with it. You can have fun with it. So as far as insecurities go, if a woman has 4 children and her stomach's completely
Stop.
blown out, her breasts are hanging down to here, you can't even show your waist, she feels so insecure that she hasn't slept with her husband in 2 years. Should I just tell her to learn to love her body, or should
I'm sorry, I'm not pausing it no
we do
more.
a 4-hour procedure in a healthy woman who's a mother who wants to feel like, hey, I want to be in a bikini again. I want to have intimate relations with my husband again and not be thinking, oh, is he touching flab here?
Yeah.
Oh, does my breast not look normal?
I don't even know her
Do
name.
you feel like that is the most common belief amongst plastic surgeons, or do you feel like
Doctor?
you're more of a
I'm
minority?
not calling you no
of thought
damn
than that?
doctor.
No, you know, I think when I first started out, I was
I'm
more
looking
of
for
a
your
minority
name.
of thought. This is my 11th year in practice, and I've always been into natural results. I haven't moved my forehead in 16 years. I have 15 syringes of filler in my face, but you would never know. Big tip, if your surgeon looks like an alien, you're about to look like one too, because that's their aesthetic, right? I do feel like a more athletic look is definitely more in now, so I'm hearing a lot more surgeons.
You look
being
terrible.
vocal
You look worse. You don't look good. You look terrible. I just want to let you know that. I hope you see this video. Sorry. You look worse. You might need to get some more done to your body and face. You look bad. You look fucking hideous.
about
Get more surgery
that
done.
natural aesthetic, but I do agree with you that it wasn't always that way.
I'm curious because we're seeming to be drawing a distinction between whether or not the results are natural or whether or not the results turn out to be what we would, I guess, call botched. I don't know that it changes the root insecurity that leads people to go and seek out plastic surgery.
When you get stuff done, you're just going to want more stuff
feel
done.
That insecurity plays a super large
It's like
role
going to
in
the casino
choice, or
gambling.
you're doing it for yourselves.
It's like
Can I jump
taking
in there?
one puff of a
So growing up,
cigarette.
I was super insecure. I had no curves. I was always made fun of for not having any curves, so that's why I have such an exaggerated shape now. And I always tied my self-worth to how I looked. And I feel like I was a victim.
Who made fun? Like, women, and y'all don't even take the right route. Go to the gym. Y'all making it seem like y'all can't get a better body or bigger butt from the gym. It's just going to take longer. Eat more and go to the gym. How do you think dudes get big? Like, it's the same with y'all. And then the funny thing is, when a woman has kids, she get thicker. I feel like that's God's gift to the man. When a woman has kids, they get thicker. That's kind of crazy. That's crazy. That's probably the only thing that just made me happy.
In a way, and beauty standards, and I have to agree on that aspect. Yeah.
Insecurity is a vague term. Everybody looks in the mirror and wants something different. You know, you can say, I want a smaller nose, or I want bigger lips.
And I'm dropping a video. I'll probably already dropped it by the time you see this video. I'm dropping a video about that mirror situation. About the mirror. I'm making a video about the mirror. It's already done. Bro,
And some girls are
I'm
like,
touching
no,
up on
why?
that.
Yours are fine. Or some girls don't like that look. Why do you work out? You obviously wouldn't be super confident have you not. You know, there's a reason why people are spending all this money on Pilates and SoulCycle and all this other stuff. So, I mean, it's all
Instead of just
insecurities, how you go
training.
about it. You want to go to the natural route, working out. You want to go plastic, either or.
Some people
Either
wear makeup,
or.
some people wear shapewear to make themselves, look slimmer or to
Y'all
have that
sitting here
extra
talking
roll
like
that you
makeup
might
is a
have
good
after
thing.
Thanksgiving, So I think insecurities are always going to have it. My question is, what is considered natural? Because if we keep going down that route of, this is considered natural, and this, who defines what natural is, right?
I think the way that I define it is that no one would know when you walked in a room that
There's
you
too
had
many women,
anything
bro.
done at all. No
too much going
stigmata
on.
of plastic surgery. That's how I think.
I wish we had
over
some
the
men here,
years-
like some real men to
Yeah,
comment
like
on
did
this.
she or didn't she? So I think that if you think of it as prevention, if you think of it as self-care, if you
Maintenance.
or maintenance, you maintain your car, you maintain your house. You also if
You're
it's
comparing
important
women to
you,
houses and
you
cars
maintain
now.
your appearance.
So she can do
Think
it.
about it that way, though, in this rule of if you're thinking of something, 3 or more times in a day, maybe you should change it. There are people who
Not
deal.
change it.
Well, you should maybe see somebody or see what you can do about creating some sort of difference, alleviating that. We all feel insecurities. I'm pretty sure even now, no matter how much cosmetic surgery you receive, you're thinking of little things you can change about your body constantly. And we live in a world that really emphasizes image. Social media has
A very sexualized world that I wouldn't even say raw, I would say country. A very sexualized country we live in. I feel bad for the women. I feel bad for the men. I mean, we get into both sides. Women feel the need. They gotta wear certain things and act certain ways and do certain things. both parties is getting
proliferated
hit.
that problem. If everybody was using that sort of metric as a means of change, we would constantly be changing our bodies and faces. And I think it makes us more subservient to societal standards and other people's views than we're subservient to accepting ourselves.
But if you truly accept yourself, then why wouldn't you just accept yourself? Like, why does somebody else changing their face, bother somebody who's happy with themselves?
What the hell are you talking about? We're here having a debate. We're here having a conversation. What are you talking about? Yo, get her out. Get her out the conversation, bro. She's high. Like, she's off something. What are you talking about? We're having the debate. We're having a debate right now. What do you mean care? We're here in the video for this. What are you talking about?
So, I'm not bothered by the fact that people have had plastic surgery. Right.
She looks
I'm very
pissed.
close.
Wait, she got plastic surgery? I don't know. If she got plastic surgery, how you still pissed off? You got plastic surgery. You got everything you wanted to get done to yourself. You still look pissed off. Something wrong? You still fucking up. You can't win.
close to a lot of people who've had plastic surgery, whether it's a nose job, a boob job, those tend
I don't
to be
give a damn that
most
people got-
common in my life.
I do
I
care,
don't
I'm
look at
lying.
the people closest to me and go, but you changed your nose.
I would.
I don't like that, and
I
now
don't like
I'm
it.
more insecure. However,
I don't
when
like it.
I'm in a room and I'm surrounded by like I work with a lot of influencers, and I'll be the only girl who doesn't have a boob job, and it's the same boob job. It's the same look.
Yeah,
And
motherfuckers trying to
everyone
have the
has
same
nose.
player
Everyone
build.
has the same lips. And then you start to sit there and be like, is there something wrong with me? And I've had producers and I've had people tell me, like, oh, if your ears were pinned back, it would be a lot better. If your lips were bigger, it'd be a lot
They're
better.
saying that to you?
When you create a
Shit.
culture where it's
That's
people are
crazy.
constantly jumping
Nah, that's
on
crazy.
the beauty trend. I think that
That's
that
heavy.
creates insecurities
Look
that
at
wouldn't
her.
have otherwise been
Look
there.
at her. Look at her. Look at her. She's sitting there thinking about the money. Whoo, got get some new clients. Boy, like, yo, that's right.
So I
I
have
don't like
a
her.
problem in people getting plastic surgery. I have a problem in a culture that pushes the rhetoric that if you don't get certain things or don't have certain things, that there's something wrong with you.
I want to touch on that because it's about the word create. Really, I think it's take one more step back and look at why these insecurities exist in the first place. The root of that.
I don't care. These two women look better than no, the one that was just talking to. I'm biased. I like natural women, but come on, bro. I feel like because I know they're natural, I think they look better than the unnatural women because I know. Maybe it's because I know they're
TV
natural.
shows and models and movies and comparing
I have a
literally
natural,
apples to
organic,
oranges. Like
God-given
every
woman.
single person
She's
in the entire
natural,
universe
straight
is
from the grass,
uniquely themselves.
the grain.
Did insecurities exist before TVs? And
Why you think when healthy niggas want to eat organic foods, that banana, what is a seedless grape? I want the natural stuff. I don't want the unnatural stuff. I want the natural stuff. Now I gotta sit here and think about my woman not like I like natural stuff, oils, healthy foods, natural healthy foods. I gotta buy organic instead of just buying. I gotta buy an organic apple instead of just buying an apple. Fuck is the difference? What are you doing? What are y'all doing? You telling me? Why wouldn't I want an organic woman?
and these competitions in whatever industry existed, I kind of don't.
I think
yes,
so.
but in a very different way. I think it had to do with survival. I think it had to do with family. Yeah, I have this insecurity about my eyes sagging, so I'm gonna pay however many hundreds of dollars to do that,
Thousands.
but then it's gonna be maintenance. And then am I really hitting the root of the problem, or am I avoiding like
You're
what the
avoiding
real
the
root
problem.
is, which is this kind of need for acceptance?
Yes,
It's concerning that cosmetic surgeries are normalized amongst young girls.
of course. Like, bro, these younger women are.
I would consider myself a young girl. I'm 26, but also there's younger. At the end of the day, what I worry about, like Botox and things that aren't really dramatic, like you can see I have plastic surgery, but the plastic
Yeah,
surgery
I
you can't
shouldn't
see
be able
is
to
what
s-
worries me the most. And I'm a little afraid of aging, I'm not gonna lie.
You should
so when
be.
I see like celebrities,
You're gonna look
they're like
crazy.
in their 40s or 50s, but they look 20, 30, do I have to do all of these things and stick needles in my face to maintain my youth? And that's what scares me.
How do you even know that they're doing that? Don't sit there and assume that they're doing that. These celebrities, although they go through stress and stuff like that, they don't have to worry about the biggest stress in the world, which is money. They're free. They don't stress about nothing. They eat clean, they drink healthy water, they get organic foods and stuff like that. I'm sure there's obviously unhealthy celebrities, but what I'm just trying to explain to you is these celebrities have access to the healthiest of the healthiest foods, the most organic of waters, whatever. And bro, I know like come on, like bro, for the most part they're living the lifestyle that I feel like a human is supposed to live. I feel like all of us as humans are supposed to have access to the healthiest and the most organic things. You feel what I'm saying? Don't assume that they're, just like you assume that bodybuilders or they take steroids and stuff like that. Some do, but don't assume that they all do. You don't know what the person is doing to take
So
care
what-
of
what-
themselves. It's
if you
not
can
that
share what
hard.
surgeries
It's
or what
difficult, but it ain't.
procedures did you go through
It's like
yourself?
eat
Yeah,
clean.
I had 2 BBLs and 2 breast augmentations, and those are kind of like more dramatic ones, so you can like see that I did it. And I also am very
and you
open
did it
about
for men.
I think it's very harmful if you try to hide it.
For me, I'm not a big drinker. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I regularly
her.
exercise. My elders
I get you in-
who
I
have
get you in the
aged
gym.
well without plastic surgery that was the lifestyle they lived. I've met so many young girls who have zero care about the toxic lifestyle they're living because if I don't age well, I'll just like get it fixed. It does target young girls
Shit
to
blows me.
not care about consequences because instant gratification, and I'm not saying that's what plastic surgery always is. But
It
I do
is, it's
think
instant
that when we
gratification.
have this culture of instant gratification, it's only amplified by telling them that you can just get whatever fixed later.
For example, on Halloween, there's this little girl. She has to be a toddler, maybe 4 or 5 years old, and she has the little pole for the IV, and she has like a fake, gauze and everything, and she's showing that she got a BBL. When I see a little girl who's mimicking someone getting a BBL, I'm like, okay, well, she's 5. What are you doing mimicking a BBL?
She doesn't even know what her body's gonna look like yet. That's really scary. I do have a question for you ladies, right? Because you're very Jessica Rabbit-esque, and I say that in a good way because I love Jessica Rabbit. Like you're both clearly had plastic surgery, and you both had. Like
sad.
Like
It's
both
very
of you have
sad.
mentioned having it young. Do you feel like you were too young when you made the decision?
For me, absolutely, because I started getting work done around like 16, 17.
Bro.
Yeah, but the thing was that I was a dancer
Bro.
in clubs.
You're
I
a
was
porn
looking
star.
at other-
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean she was a stripper. Let's say porn star. She was a stripper.
Older girls.
Just say I hate
yeah.
when women say dancer. You were a stripper. Like I like to dance. I know that there are dancers out there that dance and do choreography for singers and stuff like that. They're dancers. They're dancers. Why are women? You're comparing a dancer to a damn stripper. It's not the same. You're a stripper.
In clubs.
Now, if
I
she
was
wa-
looking at
clubs,
other
you were a
older
stripper.
girls where they had that very boom
You were a
body.
stripper.
And I wanted that boom body too. They had
Fuck.
the big boobs. They had they were making all the money. And when I started dancing, I was 18 years old. So I started doing Botox. Then I did a nose job. And then I did this. I shouldn't have been thinking about that at 18, Who's to blame for that? That's obviously a different discussion.
When I was 18, I got my first big job. I was gonna compete in bodybuilding. Fitness was always a passion of mine before getting all the plastic surgery.
So
And
what
I thought I
happened?
had to get implants to kind of like proportionately even out the rest of my body. I was getting like flat chested from the muscles and the chest days. And honestly, I don't regret anything I've done. I'm very happy and confident in what I've done to
You're
my body.
not confident.
I don't think I was.
Wait a minute. Wait. You'll never truly be confident because when you look in the mirror, you don't even see your true self. You're living in a facade. It's like a permanent costume. Imagine if you had to wear a Freddy mask or a damn Spider-Man suit for the rest of your life, or furries. A furry is the most self-conscious. You will never be truly confident unless you remove the BBL and stuff like that. Luckily, you could do that.
I was too young to make the decision. I've stayed true to how I feel about what I've done and like my own personal decision, but I
No.
don't want it to affect young girls, so that's why I remain transparent about everything.
You think about the entrance of social media into civil society, and now I'll scroll through TikTok and it's like, are you a cat girl or a bunny girl? What type of pretty are you? Are you slim bodied? Are you BBL bodied? Do you have A cups? Do you have B cups? And it's just people who are really funneling girls down this path of wanting a specific body type, whatever the body type
My
may
kids
be,
are not
and-
going
and
to school,
trends
bro.
flow in and out. And then I'm seeing young girls who are saying, I'm going to the clinic to get preventative
She's gonna-
Botox. It's not
my
that I even
son and
have
daughter are
wrinkles
gonna
now.
be
I want to prevent
handmade
wrinkles
taught.
down the line, or I'm getting filler because
Not
Kylie
happening.
Jenner has it, or a ponytail
I didn't want to say
facelift.
the name.
Yeah, right. Or they're even like they're risking pulmonary embolism to get it.
I want all the women in this. I want the women in this video to know that what's the craziest thing is. This woman that's talking right now, this black queen. I love the bun. Is this a bun? What is this? An afro? Oh, it's a bun. It's not an afro. Fuck, it's an afro, isn't it? I don't care what it is. Look pretty. She is the prettiest out of all of them. She is so fun, bro. Just like how she talked too. All natural, from the seed, from the grain, bro. She's all organic, non-GMO.
A BBL and all these different things. So
I went to
She's
a school
healthy.
that we had a lot of very privileged
So is she.
kids,
They all.
and as soon as they were 18, I know multiple girls that got gifted, what procedure or surgery would you like? And that's insane to me.
As a mom, I'm just gonna say, but we need to teach our girls
I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to skip when she talk, bro, because she just get me tight, bro.
that your jewelry is your mind. Your jewelry is what you do for other people. It's not what you look like.
She about
and
to
if
say
you
something
lose
real stupid,
that,
bro.
then you have I had a patient actually who told me if I don't have my face, I have nothing. And I was like, well, maybe you should go back to school and find your something and find your purpose, because you can't put all
Go
your
back to
eggs in the
school.
beauty basket.
You
Does
don't
that mean
even-
that beauty doesn't
You
matter?
said go back to
no, there was a
school.
60-minute special
What
I
you
saw
talking
20
about?
years ago
Sorry, man. Women-
that
I'm
talked
sorry,
about
it's just-
how we are all inherently programmed to appreciate beauty. You know, they brought a teacher in
Yes.
front of a class of kindergarten kids, and she was an actress. She was dressed disheveled, and she gave that talk, a lesson to the kindergarten kids. They took the same person backstage, put her in a different outfit, fixed her hair in a ponytail so she looked less disheveled. She went out in the same.
Let me explain something, bro. If plastic surgery and all these shortcuts, if they didn't exist, women do care. Women do care about beauty. But if all this plastic surgery and stuff didn't exist, let me tell you something. Literally, women would be forced to eat clean, drink a lot of water, and train, because that would be the only solution. That's all you can do. That's literally all you can do. Get coconut oil, African black soap, whatever. Listen, you go for the most organic and natural stuff. Do it on a consistent basis. Get sunlight, train. They would literally have no choice but to do that, and the world would be such a better place. If makeup wasn't around, women would literally, I ain't gonna lie, women would probably be training more than men if makeup wasn't around. Because the only other option is, shit, I gotta fix up how I eat. I gotta drink a lot of water. I gotta fix this shit up. And then somebody going in the comment section or will say the exception, give off an exception. Oh, well, what if she got what if the acne? What if she got acne? Or what if, just throw a random ass medical word? What if she got mega dome stupid dumb acne, and it's just all over the face. It can't go away no matter what she does. But you keep throwing the exception to me. It does not fight the majority. It doesn't win against the majority. It
same
never
tone of voice,
will.
same
That's why it's
everything,
called
gave
the
same
majority.
lesson.
Yeah.
They asked the students, which teacher did you like better? They said the second one. They said, why? They said, because she's nicer.
Wow.
So we can't deny that
Yeah.
beauty matters, and we're programmed to appreciate beauty.
Okay.
That doesn't mean you put all your eggs in that basket, or that you teach your children
This woman is a
to say that if
bad-
I'm not beautiful in the standard that is current right now in this trend, then I'm worth nothing.
I think because I'm 23 and I grew up with it, and I was the youth, you know, in the social media looking at, you know, the Kardashians, and I was young, and I think I'm fine nowadays. Encourage
think.
support, encourage acceptance,
should
like
know.
things like that. Yeah, but you can look, you know, we have mirrors, we have eyes. Like your mom can tell you in your ear, you're the most beautiful girl in the world all day long. But if you're not treated like that at school, if you don't feel that way, you can see more attractive people on a daily basis. You can look in the mirror and see what you don't like about yourself.
Get attractive.
That's what we're gonna go in one ear, out through the other. We keep just going back to this, like, is it a little more heightened with social media? Sure, but at the same time, like a 13-year-old's algorithm isn't only girls with, you know, fillers. Like, and I think what you were saying, it all goes back to the moms. Like when I was a kid and I would, oh my gosh, that model is so beautiful. My mom, the first thing she'd be like, that girl does not look like that. She has all these fillers, all these face. Like my mom's best friend was a makeup artist in New York City, and he was like, are you kidding? Like none of these people look like that in real life. So I was just always well aware of that at a young age, and you know, having access to fillers, I would see girls, I would be able to spot the filler on a person, you know, or in filters. So I would know that these Instagram models were fake, and there were, you know, if you have Facetune, you know when a girl's Facetune. So it's like, you know it's fake, so I don't understand
I think
where
a lot
that
of people
comes in.
don't know it's
I
fake.
think if we're going to judge it based on an issue for young kids in particular, the less that you're able to see the plastic surgery, the more of an issue it becomes, because they're seeing these individuals and thinking nothing has happened, and thinking that this is a beauty standard that this person achieved naturally
Crazy.
because they can't really detect it with their eyes. And we sort of, I think, all grew up in an age where we didn't have social media, and then suddenly we did. We have to think about like Gen Alpha, who is growing up in a world right now where social media is the standard. They've never not known the internet. So if you have these imperceivable plastic surgery and cosmetic changes that kids are taking on, they're thinking that's a natural.
I mean, I kind of have. Like, I had Instagram at like 10 years old. Like, I was on the internet, you know, before that.
Right.
And
but you watch the rise of filters, you watch the rise of Facetune, which makes you more attuned to be able to detect these things.
yeah.
Because filters used to be so funny. Like if we can go back to the dawn of Instagram.
Yeah.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Yeah.
Do you think that us as professionals in plastic surgery, if we put out more informational factoids about how to tell, like, oh, for example, somebody brought up the fitness influencers saying that I did squats, but they really had a BBL. Like, I went on maybe 3 years ago on my social media and said, you guys, if somebody doesn't have a hip dip, they had a BBL.
Yes.
So do you think that as you know, professionals, if we came out, we gave the younger generations the tips to be able to tell someone's had something done, would that be helpful for
sure.
I would personally love that.
From the plastic surgery side, if you're planning on having children, if you have children, what is that conversation about cosmetic surgery going to look like with them if at a young age they come to you and say, I'm really interested in this?
And don't sit here and say, "Oh, I'm not gonna recommend it." I love them. You can't say shit like that. Will you like? Don't say that. Don't say I'm not gonna recommend it. I don't want my kid to have that.
Totally.
I think for me, it would be honestly how I would tell anyone, right? This is your decision. I think with the little education that I do know, I would definitely make sure they understand that, you know, there's pros and cons to it, right? You're not gonna just wake up and be totally happy that you did something and that's it, right? There might be, now you see that you're gaining weight, so you're, okay, maybe I'll just do BBL.
She's not gonna tell her kid this. It's her kid. She's not gonna tell her daughter this. She's not. As she gets older and become more mature, because she's not mature right now. She's not. But she's not going to tell her daughter this goofy shit, bro. I just don't think she will. Like, if her daughter is self-conscious, she comes to her mom, I'm so self-conscious, they keep making I want to get stuff done, she's going to be like, well, why do you want to get stuff done? No, because I just don't feel like, you're going to look at it from a different perspective, like, looking at your daughter's saying all these things about herself. You're going to literally, you should be like, wait, no, you look beautiful. It's nothing wrong with you. You don't got to get plastic. It's nothing wrong. Hopefully that wakes you up.
Now, you know, or maybe I'll do this, etc. I think it'll be very important to let them make that decision, but give them the best education as you can, and then obviously get a professional that can help you with that. I don't know if I can tell anyone to not do something. I could only give them my advice and my experience, and I think it'll be hypocritical for me to say, hey, listen, you shouldn't do this. I don't.
It's not hypocritical.
When I was 18.
It's not hypocritical.
Getting a nose job.
It's not. You no. You.
I think I have a shitty answer, but I don't really care. I think I'm just gonna give them the honest feedback I would give anybody. Like, I'm sorry, I'm sure my daughter is gonna be the most beautiful girl in the world, whatever. If her nose is really bad
pretty
and
she's
really insecure about it at a young age, she comes to me, and we have the financial means to do so, I probably would be the parent, like, hey girl, like, get your nose done for graduation before you go to college. I know that sounds really shitty.
No,
but like,
no, it's nothing wrong with it. No,
like looking in the mirror and like crying all the time about your face. You don't like your nose. You don't like what.
I wanna. It's almost like you gotta bring God into it, because it's like, I would just ask all of them, do y'all believe in God? Just a quick question. Like, bro, ain't that much self-conscious in the world, bro. Like, it's not.
Whatever it is, like, I know a girl who got a
just
chin
have a
implant,
different mindset.
changed her whole face, like crazy. Had such more like.
It's not her though.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
It's
obviously,
not
they're gonna
her.
be like, listen, you're doing a big thing. We're gonna get educated. We're going to the best doctors. We're gonna figure it out. And if I have the financial means to do so correctly, hell yeah.
I think also what's the purpose who you're doing it for, who you're doing it for, because people end up doing plastic surgery for boys. So I think it's very important to ask too, what's the reason for you doing it?
And we do that, and it's very important for the surgeon to also ask. I have it on my questionnaire,
This is why, as men, bro, I'm not saying this for all women. I'm really not. Women's ideology, how they think, their opinion, that shit has to go out the other ear. It has to. I feel like I'm listening to kids right now. Like, I feel like I'm not listening to logic right now. I'm not talking about the non-plastic surgeries. I'm talking about the ones that are trying to justify plastic surgery. I'm just listening, and I'm trying to make sense of it, but it's just not in my mind. My mind is just not calculating it properly. Although I can understand their perspective if I decided to, it just doesn't make sense.
For you doing it.
And we do that, and it's very important.
They just said it depends on what you're doing it for. Women, you only get plastic surgery because you're self-conscious. You're only self-conscious because of men. If a female makes fun of you and men don't, you're not going to get that shit done. If you gotten a bunch of attention from men and got no attention from women, you wouldn't get that shit done. Your biology, you don't give a fuck about getting attention from women. Women don't even like women like that. That's why girl groups don't last. You're lying.
For the surgeon to also ask. I have it on my questionnaire, my intake form. Has anyone told you you should do this?
Yeah.
Has anyone made you feel bad about this area? Mental health questions. I think, as it is for a mom to ask their child, it's also very important as us as the gatekeepers to also make sure they're doing it for the right reasons.
Honestly, I
What
didn't have
is
too
the
much to add to the topic because I agree with both of them in the same vein. And I don't plan to have kids, but I do plan to be a role model.
You don't
for
even
younger
plan
girls,
to have kids.
nieces,
You
nephews,
plan
things
to
like-
be
or,
a
sorry,
ro-
nieces. And I would just honestly do the same thing that Giselle
Soft
would,
up,
just
though.
educate them. I wouldn't judge them. I would teach them about their self-worth, doing things a natural way.
Bro, I'm not even judging these women for real. I am. But not really, though. Like, I don't know them. I have all love in my heart. I really do. But, bro, I'm really just thinking about the little ones, bro. That's it. I'm just thinking about the little ones, which, mind you, the little ones are already corrupt. It's too late, most likely. They're already self-conscious looking at me. I was talking to my niece one day, and she was telling me all the problems she was having. And all the problems she was having were inner problems. It was not outer. It was all inner. Self-conscious. Talking about she don't want to go outside. She don't like the sun. I'm like, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I feel so sorry for her. I gotta have a conversation with her or something. I don't know. My nephew not really. He ain't really. Like, I feel like I wish my nephew has kind of a mindset I do, but I wish he really understood like the path his sister's going down. She's gonna be fucked up when she gets older. Like, she's feeling like this now. She needs like some type of guidance. I don't know.
First,
my own niece.
And just
Let it not be your default.
yeah, exactly. Not just
Crazy,
going
bro.
straight to
It's
surgery.
crazy.
We are trending towards a future where natural beauty will no longer exist.
That's fucked.
I'm thinking way ahead into the future. I'm thinking social media is going to grow quite a bit. Our beauty trends are going to change. AI is going to integrate with medicine, and that's going to change beauty and how easy it is to go and receive these surgeries. So, yeah, in a lot of ways, I think the trend is definitely not towards what's natural. As human civilization is trending altogether towards what's unnatural, and I think that will apply to beauty as well. It makes me sad to think that we live in a society that doesn't want to see people age normally. And I say that as somebody who deals with insecurities myself. I don't know that when I'm 50, like what my face is going to look like and how I'm going to look in the mirror and how I'm going to perceive myself. But I would hope that I've fortified this sort of philosophical idea that I have about beauty so much that I won't feel the need to change myself in any way. Young people, old.
I don't like how she's even looking at her.
That I won't feel the need to change.
It's like she's looking at her like this fake ass smile. Like she's looking at her like bro, sweetheart, you not. I want to say something too to all the men out there that have women. Listen, this is just my opinion. I hope y'all last forever. I genuinely do. Like, if I had to choose to be a superhero for this world, I would be Cupid. Because this world just needs love, man. Bro, if your woman decides to get stuff done to her body while she's in a relationship with you, I wish y'all could see my face right now. I'm not even going to say nothing after that. That's just what I'm not even going to finish it.
Young people, old people, everybody's going to be engaging in this practice, even men, as we're seeing them sort of get into plastic surgery now as well. It's strange to me to think that we're not going to see what people were actually meant to look like.
Do you ever feel tempted to get a procedure done yourself with all this pressure and societal pressure?
Not with all the thought that I've put into it, but I can say from the moment I was able to perceive myself and perceive insecurity, I felt it. I can't tell you how many times when I was a teenager I thought, oh, let's just get a rhinoplasty. Let's just slope the nose a little bit and fix it.
Get a little button.
Yeah, the more I've thought about it though, the more I'm thinking, I really want to know what I look like when I'm 70, 80, and like what I was supposed to look like. And I want to experience life and experience the wear and tear that puts on the body. So I don't think so.
For me, like when COVID hit and we had to shut down our offices for 2 months and I wasn't doing things to myself, I was looking in the mirror, I was like, holy shit, is that what I actually look like?
Right.
I ran to the office, grabbed a couple boxes of filler, brought it home and started shooting myself up.
What is that supposed to be funny? I don't. I'm. Was that supposed like? Was that like a Wait, was I supposed to laugh?
I'm like, restore.
Bro, I would be in that room just looking at her.
It's really honest, to say that you don't know how you're gonna perceive yourself when you're 50. You're probably still gonna be
Not
gorgeous
perceive,
and great, but
look.
you never know. And I think it's good to leave that door open. It's armamentarium in a toolbox. But for me, I think that what's gonna happen is it's gonna become so accessible. Imagine you go to Rite Aid, and there's a machine that scans your face, does an ultrasound, knows exactly the level of your thickness of your skin, knows where your muscles are. It generates a hyaluronic acid / Botox mask with, little, not needles in it, but the hyaluronic acid is shaped as needles. You put it on your face and you press.
That sounds
You've just delivered Botox to
terrible.
your face, you've delivered hyaluronic acid filler to your face, and it's going to become that accessible.
Is this something is coming?
I think that this is where
She already
had
planned it.
You know what I mean?
Can I invest?
Didn't that intrigue you a little bit? So I think when it becomes that easy,
That was
and
a joke.
affordable
She's joking.
and accessible, then people are gonna say, heck, why not? Why shouldn't I do a little skin booster?
Yeah. I completely understand, like I use a collagen booster in my coffee. I'm going to continue drinking my collagen. I also take a calcium supplement because I know I'll stop building reserves in a few years, right? Surgery is
Just
much
get
more
the calcium
my
the organic way.
concern. I have
That's
a very
what I'm talking
small
about,
nose,
bro.
and it's very specific.
I don't even
in my
notice your
head.
nose.
I hated it for the longest time.
I see it. Baby, you could still get cranked. What are you talking? I will take that nose. Like, what are you talking? Fucking imperfect. What we I don't even think us as humans could define perfect. Ever changing, but like perfect. Is there even such thing as the word? When you think of perfect, like what do you think of when you think of perfect? From a religious perspective, you think of God, Jesus. When we're talking about the human body or the skin, the face, what is perfect? What is perfect? Is Kylie Jenner perfect? Is Nicki Minaj perfect? I don't know. Is SZA perfect? Is Tyler perfect? Are they perfect? What is perfect? Like, because in their bodies, they're not perfect. What is perfect? Like
I wanted the little button Western European nose. That's what I wanted. And it took me a long time to be like, no, this is the same nose that like my grandparent or my grandpa came over with.
The funny thing is, bro, only time you want that nose because you see, bro, like it's crazy how like when you touch like a bit of fame or something like that. Kanye, if I could use Kanye West for example, like bro, people want to be Kanye West. Kanye West ain't the most attractive looking dude. Like Kanye West be dressing bummy by choice. Niggas want to still be like Kanye West. Niggas want to be Kanye West. There's niggas that want to look like Kanye West. Niggas that want to be Kanye West. Kanye probably looks at himself in the mirror like, man, I'm on some bummy shit right now.
From the Czech Republic. And I think we start losing that, and I think we start losing a lot of individual cultural beauty in order to fit whatever aesthetic.
Y'all women
is
don't even
being
understand how beautiful
pushed.
y'all are.
I think again we're talking about two different things. You're talking about changing beauty standards. I'm talking about staying youthful looking like you,
Yeah.
but
It's
looking your
not
best
you.
for as long as possible.
But that
What do
doesn't
you mean
concern
your
me,
best?
That doesn't
What are you
concern me in terms
talking
of losing
about,
natural
your
beauty, because to me,
best?
natural beauty a lot is a lot of whatever your ethnic group's beauty is, like beauty within your ethnic features, because that includes body types, right? When we start pushing people to change, you're erasing the beauty that can be found within their natural phenotypical expression.
Just so you know, though, in the plastic surgery world,
Yeah.
we have books on ethnic noses. We have
Yeah.
books on ethnic breath. Like we have books on this
You're
stuff to
trying
keep
to-
people within their.
to try and mitigate
Yeah.
the erasure kind of thing.
No, it's we don't even think of it as erasure, but just like respecting that person's anatomy and phenotype
Bro,
and just optimizing
sweetheart,
it for
I'm not
them.
gonna lie, you shouldn't be in business.
I think especially in an economy, people can't even afford groceries right now. Some people can't afford to put gas in their car. I don't think we're literally anywhere near where everyone is going to have lip filler and have a nose job. I don't see everybody, running to get lip.
You do realize if every woman got that, then no one would have it. Like, it's almost, they trying to make it seem like it's like getting a flu shot, which I don't agree with that shit either. I don't agree with none of it. But they're making it seem like it's like getting a flu shot. Like, you gotta get your flu shot. You just gotta get your flu shot. Bro, everybody's gonna have big butts, big titties, and big lips. What? Like, my nigga, I'm tired of seeing. No, I'm not. I'm a nigga. I'm not tired of seeing thick women. I'm not. I'm not. But on a serious note, bro, like I don't really see a lot of thick women around my way like all the time. But when I see them, I'm thinking they're natural. Hopefully they are. But for the most, black women are naturally thicker. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I just don't like any of it, bro. I just don't.
Lip filler, like where I'm from. I just, because everybody
But it is
has-
getting more accessible. What would that look
Accessible,
like?
yes, but I don't think natural beauty is gonna go away 100%. So perfect example, yes, that sounds really cool, what you were saying. Like the sheet, you scan your face, whatever,
Bro,
but
that
at the end of the
doesn't
day, it's
sound
always gonna be
cool.
like the cheaper, riskier alternative. I've had friends be like, oh my God, my friend's becoming an NP, like she'll do your things for free, and I'm like, I'm good.
But that's
Like,
your standard, right?
Yeah,
I love it.
but
I've said the same thing
It'll
about,
be
say,
more-
electronic vehicles. People thought, oh, the rich are only going to have those. It's never going to trickle down to normal people. Or the iPhone, smartphones. People thought only rich people would have access to those. But as we
But it'll
develop,
be more accessible, but I don't think everyone's gonna do it. It's always more annoying to get things done. It's more effort to get things done than it is to not, and most people are lazy and most people don't want to spend the money.
I feel like if we look at something like braces, right? Braces are mostly aesthetic. And at one point, nobody got braces. Now everyone's like, I personally haven't had braces. So like purely by luck,
You're
I
saying
never
it's
needed
now so
them.
normal.
It's
for
now
people
so
to
normal
have
though that people are
braces.
very surprised when I'm like, nope, didn't have them. And I feel like we are moving in that direction. Like when I say I don't have tattoos, a lot of people are really surprised. I don't actually have my ears pierced. A lot of people are really surprised.
She
All
fire.
of these things, all these alterations, they do become so normal. And I'm not obviously not condemning anyone with tattoos or piercings or with plastic
I
surgery
think
for
there's
that
too
matter.
many to go down that
But-
rabbit hole. I don't think insurance is going to cover like Botox, and like I think there's too many elements to that. Like braces, insurance came in and
I ain't gonna
helped
lie,
with
this
that.
is-
There's a lot of other things.
That's-
that
I
go
think
into
they're
it.
not
That's a fair
thinking
point.
far
This
enough
debate is
into
weak.
the future about how easily it's going to be. Like we're using examples of like filler and Botox. These might not even be within the realm of cosmetic surgery 50 years down the line once we've made advancements. When we're talking about the accessibility, we're going to be talking about very qualified plastic surgeons like Sheila, who are giving these procedures to normal people. And it's not necessarily that all natural beauty is going to be erased and nobody's going to have the face that they were born with.
Yeah.
It's just to say, is the rate of intervention when it comes to beauty going to be higher?
Bro, by the time if that ever happens, men, it's really gonna be down to the men, bro. It's gonna be up to the men. Bro, we are all society has left, bro. It's gonna be up to strong men to put a stop to all this. It's gonna be up to us. I don't know how we gonna do it, but it's gonna be up to us. If that ever happens, and women are getting plastic surgery, we're gonna have to put a stop to it. If by force, so the fuck be it. Like, I don't think y'all understand. That's That's a very dangerous world, bro. Men are already weak as hell. The tank is on E. Bro, I just genuinely hope a dramatic change happens before that ever. Man, this is corny.
Than those staying
This is
natural.
so corny.
So
bro.
how do you all feel about the fact that a lot of people are going through procedures to specifically like get rid of certain ethnic features they have, or to maybe even look like another race?
As an Asian woman, I'm naturally thin. I have no curves, like I mentioned before, and obviously this beauty standard of having curves comes
You
from
look prettier without the
African
curves.
American and Spanish culture, and I admit it and I appreciate it. I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think it's inherently bad. I think it's just
Yeah.
different.
A lot of people would talk about white supremacy or Eurocentrism, but with BBL culture now, like you said, that's Latin and African American.
culture.
A lot of people are going in to get plastic surgery on their eyes to look more East Asian.
This woman
with
next to her
noses, we
looks
typically
crazy.
tend to
I'm
fall into
sorry.
this more Eurocentric
It's the lips.
standard. But
It's
also
the
a
lips.
good
She looks
plastic
like a
surgeon,
duck.
in my
It's the
opinion,
lips.
would look at your ethnic features and would think about preserving them and would be more focused on an idea of symmetry than erasing what is something that is typical for your ethnicity.
I totally agree with you, and I will tell you, I don't speak for all plastic surgeons, but we have books on how to preserve ethnic beauty. Asian grandparents, when there's an Asian baby, will massage their nose to try to give them a bridge. A lot of Asian women will go in and actually have cartilage inserted to give them a bridge. Where do you draw the line?
I know about like the eyelid thing.
The double
too.
eyelids,
Eyelid.
yeah. And sometimes I've heard from Asian
The
patients
black
like,
woman
I
looks
can't wear
so
glasses because I
disappointed.
have no bridge. Like it'll literally slide off. Like if I don't do something, I'm gonna have to go get an eye surgery instead to get LASIK, so then I won't need the glasses anymore. So again, I think we shouldn't just say line in the sand no, and we shouldn't say line in the sand yes, and it's really more nuanced again.
I was made fun of for like not being able to see, open your eyes, and now everyone's like, oh, I'm getting the fox eye, I'm getting
Yeah.
this, and they're not admitting where it actually comes from. And that's why I like to give credit where credit is due.
Does that bother you, by the way, that people are?
Oh yeah, I'm like, just call it what it is.
If you won't acknowledge where things come from, like, and you're just gonna hop on any trend that follows, like, oh my God, like, those type of eyes are in, I'm going on. Oh my God, like, big butts are in, I'm gonna go on that. Like, then you're just dumb. Like, you have to follow what you like more. Like, for some reason,
No,
I've
you
never been
don't
inclined
follow
to
what
get
you
a boob
like.
job. You know, a lot of my friends have one. It's just like, that's not the look I like. I think we are in a generation where everyone's like so coddled and like so nervous. Like, oh my God, I have to look this way. And it's like, you don't look that way. So if you either change it when you get older, or you don't. I don't know. That just sounds like a
So
little harsh.
what would you
but-
say motivated you towards
I ain't gonna lie, we
your
need God.
procedures?
So I've just gotten my lips done. My
They don't need to
I mean,
follow
just
they need
because
to
I
follow
want bigger
God,
lips, I had
bro.
like no upper lip before.
when it
Even
comes
as a
to
kid,
beauty
when I was
standard, you need
like
to
playing
follow
with my
God.
mom, like our family's makeup, like my cousins and I, my cousin would be like, damn, you have no upper lip. And like, I'm Hispanic, I'm Cuban and Dominican, and I have like no lips, you know what I mean? Which is not really the standard. Who doesn't want some face symmetry? Who doesn't want an upper lip? Like little things like that. I mean, I'm a little overdue for Botox. I go into tanning beds a little too much.
Please don't do
And
that.
just because
I know, I'm sorry, everyone hates me for it, but
I know they were saying just because you do something as well doesn't mean that you're trying to mimic another culture as well.
Yeah,
Because Back in the
exactly.
day, having big breasts was our Caucasian thing, right? It was more we were the booty, the Caucasian was more getting the boobs,
Yeah.
the Pamela Anderson boobs. And just because you get lips, it doesn't mean that you're trying to be black or any of those, I think, stereotypes. And if you get your nose done as someone who's Puerto Rican, and they look at me and they're like, okay, well, what you didn't like your nose before? No, because I just wanted it done.
I don't know
Now,
why.
Yeah, whatever.
if your
We can come to
intention
that.
is to look like another race, I think that's a different conversation.
Yeah, and I just think that's weird. I don't think anybody's really looking in the mirror and
I'm
being
starting
like,
to
I'm
get a
doing this
headache.
because I want to look like a different race. It just happens to be a feature that is usually stigmatized towards a certain
Some people
race.
are though. Some people are trying to look like elves.
Or like women with straight
I love the way I look. Would the agreeers please step forward?
I came to this country when I was 7 on the back of a pickup truck. My parents wouldn't let me wax my mustache, shave my legs. They're like, who are you shaving your legs for? I was super skinny. I think I was like 90 pounds. Didn't have my first real boyfriend until probably med school. It was a journey for me. I didn't get my confidence because of how I look. I had my confidence because of what my mom told me. My mom always told me, you're so beautiful. You're so smart. You have so much to offer. And so I think I took a journey like
I'm not gonna lie, you probably was beautiful before, but now that you done got all that stuff done, you don't look that good. I'm not gonna lie.
this to loving how I look.
How much of like your procedures do you feel makes you love the way you look?
It doesn't matter as much to me because I have done so many other things that I gain confidence from.
Stop
my confidence
it.
comes from my
Just
core values and on
stop.
the inside. But I'm able to also be artistic. And I love to sculpt in the past, and I love to draw in the past, and now I get to do that on humans and make them feel great.
So what procedures have you done on yourself?
So the first 2 procedures that I started with were Botox and filler. Filler in my temples, under eyes, laugh lines, lips, marionette lines, and my entire jawline. Botox and my bunny lines here, 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 and my masseters because I also get lockjaw if I don't because I clench all the time.
I would love to get some things done, have a little more money in the bank. Obviously, nobody loves themselves 100% when they look in the mirror. I mean, maybe you do, but.
Because you only had one procedure, right? It was
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. She's chatting. I'm coming from a man's perspective, bro. If I had like a shit ton of money and I was up in life, I would definitely look in the mirror and be super fucking happy. Like, I'm happy now, but like my happiness will, as a man, comes from that accomplishments, etc., etc. A woman's happiness comes from being a wife. What the fuck are they talking about, bro? I swear. Women have all the money in the world, still getting BBLs. What do that tell you? You have all the money in the world, you still self-conscious.
it's just the lips.
Yeah, just
How
the
much do
lips,
you
and
think
I've had
that?
Botox. Well, Botox,
Okay.
it literally makes your face look so much clear. I don't know how to explain it. So
Like
I've had-
filters you.
Yeah, literally. I mean, it goes away, so I don't have it right now. And then all my hair is fake. Something happened in college, and literally all my hair fell out. And it was like my hair was like so much of my beauty. It was like my identity, and I spend so much money on like K-tips.
Do you think that you would be sitting here right now as an agreeer, I love the way I look, if you didn't have these procedures done?
No.
I personally have never been more confident in my entire life. And it's a little bit of a problematic statement because technically it is a mental issue that maybe I could have gone to therapy for and not done the bodily changes. It would be irresponsible for me not to acknowledge that. But at the end of the day, I make money off my looks, and I've always loved the fake, exaggerated look. It's always what I wanted and admired for myself. I'm very happy with how I look now.
I also recognize that a lot of my stance comes from a place of privilege because, like I said, never had to have braces. Like, I didn't really have to do a lot to be conventionally passing as attractive. You know what I mean? Like, I just kind of existed, and I was like, thanks, guys.
Fair enough. Yeah, I hesitated walking up because I feel like if I was going to put it into perfect words, it's that I fall in and out of love with the way that I look on any given day.
Yeah.
And I think everybody experiences that.
Yeah.
But I've been sort of training my brain as I'm developing, growing into myself to care more about being healthy and having health. I feel like that exudes beauty in a lot of different ways. And knowing that the moments where you do not love yourself are not really founded in reality. There's just something that we're creating for ourselves, or society is creating, or social media is creating, that don't need to be listened to as much as we're listening to it currently. So that's why I walked forward, because
Bro, before social media, you only knew the neighborhood. That's all you knew. You didn't know what was going on. Before social media, you didn't, man. Internet should have a warning label, bro. Like, the moment you turn on your phone or just get an internet router or something, they should have a warning label. Before you get on this, just know that people make fun of people for no reason. People will call you ugly for no reason. People are self-conscious on this. It's very addictive. It can ruin your life. It can make you do things you shouldn't be doing. It should be a warning label.
I do feel at the end of the day it's all love, and like the whispers that we get that aren't love are not to be listened to.
It's a spectrum every day, all the time, throughout each day. I'm extremely judgmental on myself and just the entire world, and my worst critic. I'm super perfectionist, even though I absolutely know that there is no such thing as perfection.
There's
I can't
literally
say
no
that,
such thing as
I look at
perfection,
myself and I'm like, yes, no. I'm always nitpicking at myself on a mental, physical, emotional aspect. I definitely think that I put judgment on the way I look from unresolved trauma that happened, and it's this weird mirroring effect that I have, but I still haven't had a day where it's 100%, I love myself 100%. I love that I know that I'm in control of my progress and of the fact that life is just a process.
My whole family we had like big chins, right? So that was one of the things, like one of the first things, like I kind of shaved down because we just all have the chin. I've done a facelift, I've done my nose, I've done my lips, obviously, my forehead. Done my body, obviously, and then I do maintenance, right? So I do my Botox, I do my fillers. There's times where I'm like, yeah, I'm a bad bitch. And then there's times where I'm like, oh my God, I feel too fat. You know, I've struggled with weight all my life. I don't think we'll get the stuff that we had done if we were truly, truly happy with what we saw in the mirror. That's just my opinion.
Do you feel like, though, because of the procedures that you did, that you do love the way you look more?
Yeah, absolutely. Because that's the reason why we do our teeth and we do those things, because we didn't like what we saw, whether you want more pronounced nose or whatever you want. If you're going to use those things to change yourself, to be happy and to love yourself, do it, but also know that, and I'm only talking about visually, because if we go down the mental health thing, then that's like a total different topic. But visually, I feel like if we were happy or really loved the way we look, we wouldn't do the things that we've done.
Men are more attracted to natural beauty.
Man, y'all don't know men. I swear, they dead don't know. We're not talking about unrealistic
I do
men.
Instagram, social media, and adult content creation, and I find that my look is very niche. I don't appeal to the masses for sure. I get a lot of comments trolling me, disgusting BBL, go get a refund, you look like you're wearing a diaper type stuff.
Yes.
So I feel like there are men that still, most of the men do appreciate natural beauties. Even if it's like, they don't know that they got work done too.
That's why I'm here.
That's I was same thing. I'll let you go first.
So I think men have no clue what's natural and what's not. I was going to do a show for E! And for a year I operated on this African American, very well-known human. And on her social media, literally everybody's like, that's what a natural beauty looks like. And there's not 1 inch on her body that I did not operate on. I think they appreciate a natural result. But they don't want your skin falling off your skeleton. They don't want your boobs down to here. And sometimes, honestly, they don't even notice that. They're just happy to be intimate.
Yeah, I was thinking something very similar to you, that a lot of men will say, oh, I love natural, look at Kendall Jenner. And then it's just like, okay, well, wait a second, you don't know exactly what natural is. So I wanted to stay back and say, well, maybe I disagree, because their perception of natural beauty isn't.
We love natural. Once we find out that you're not natural, we don't like it. Fuck are you talking about? It's deceiving. We do like natural. What are you talking about? Bro, that's like that. Oh my goodness, that's literally like you saying you like a person, right? I like this dude. He's a cool dude. I was hooping with him. I like him. He seems cool. You find out later he's a backstabbing, conniving, cheating, lying, all type of shit. A dangerous man, a cold-blooded killer. It's like, and he fucks your girl. And it's like, damn, I ain't know all that. But shit, now that I know all that, I don't like him. We don't know. So what if we don't know it's natural? We like natural.
Exactly in tune. But I also feel like if you were dating a guy and had no procedures done, he may be more attracted to that reality than he is attracted to dating a woman who has had procedures done. So you might look like Megan Fox, and that will get you a lot of male attention. But I think when you're dating a man, as soon as he finds out, oh, you've had a rhinoplasty, you've had a boob job, you've had this, he's thinking, what do you actually look like? What am I getting here? You know, if we procreate and have a child, am I actually getting the girl who looks like Megan Fox, or am I going to get a child who looks totally different? And I've heard a lot of men now complain about false advertising. So they're trending towards the natural, even though aesthetically it may not be as pleasing to them.
You're nodding your head. Is this something you experienced?
Oh yeah,
personally?
I get comments like that all the time. Like, oh, your kids aren't gonna have that booty, or like your kids aren't gonna look like you. I mean, I haven't touched my face yet.
Yeah.
But if I do, if I have kids, they won't look like that.
Fucked up.
Hi, buddies.
Hello.
What's up?
A lot of men like natural bodies and natural girls who don't get any work done because they are thinking about, what about my kids? Can I bring them around my parents? You know, how are people going to perceive me bringing someone who has a freaking 44-inch hips and butt? You know,
You're not
How
coming
has it
around.
impacted your personal dating life?
it affects it because they only see that, right? And obviously they can see my social media and they'll see, okay, well, she's done like Playboy, right? So you have some legs all open for that, right? Other men is gonna see that
You're
and
sad.
then,
You're
you know,
not-
judge
you're
me, or
sad
that's not
inside.
mine.
You
That's
could
not
see it.
exclusive to me. If I go on a date, I know I have to be very conscious with what I wear, because if I wear something like this, his mind is like, how am I gonna devour her? You know, it's not like, okay, what are we gonna do on our
Just
second
gonna hit
date?
it and quit it.
I've dated multiple
Word.
people. They're like, they start
You are
dating me, and
a
then,
leg.
but you'd be so much better blonde. And I know that's not a
Who
procedure or
says
surgery,
that?
but the last person.
Bro, we just gotta talk about the type of men that they're choosing and talking to. Who said what? What? Niggas is saying this?
I dated, he would tell me all the time how I needed a boob job or I needed
What?
my butt done. Like I
Like,
needed
what?
these things. It was like, yeah, you're just a plain Jane without it. Like this is gross. And I'm like, why are you dating me? Right?
Why
you
are
wanna say
you
something.
dating
I
him?
think men think with two heads, and the top of their head, this one wants the natural girl. And I think, really, to touch on your point, like for a guy to make a girl his wife, he has to be sexually attracted to her, and that's where the other head comes in. And
That's not
they don't
true.
gravitate towards the natural girl. I hate to
That's
bring them
not
up, but
true.
you know, the Jenner sister.
Sorry, you're wrong. You don't know men. None of you know men. You're wrong. That's why y'all don't have men now. I can guarantee you. No, I'm not gonna say everybody. The women that have BBLs and boob jobs, they don't got men. They're single. How much you want to put money? How much you want to put
It's
on?
like one of them, everybody thinks of plastic surgery when the other one is has just as much, but one
Doesn't
just looks
matter.
a little more exaggerated than
Once
the other.
I find out-
I think men don't know.
Look, hear me out, right? I get into a relationship with a girl. Let's say I marry her too. No, I want to marry a girl, but let's just say, hypothetically, in this scenario, I'm about to marry her. I marry her. We got kids and all. I found out. Let's just say I find out she got one surgery done, which is really important when it comes to sexual. Is that she got the butt done? She got her ass done. BBL. I'm literally, as a man, I won't even feel comfortable messing with her. I feel like I don't know how I'm gonna feel in that moment, but I just feel like as much as I talk about it, as much as I preach about it, and as natural as I want to be, and as natural as I want my woman to be, I'm not gonna feel comfortable knowing that she literally has a BBL. So I'm gonna tell her, listen, if you don't remove the BBL, then I'm removing myself. Something like that. Like, first of all, the whole relationship dynamic has to be a dominant, submissive thing off the rip. So I would have already probably known this beforehand, but if she never told me and she finally confessed and told me, I would tell her, okay, we can simply remove. This is a simple fix. This is a simple fix. Remove it. You're not gonna don't back. She's not gonna back. Don't no back talking or none of that stuff. Like, just remove it.
Know what natural looks like. I think
It should be a
if you
simple
get
fix.
Filler, if you get Botox to a normal degree, I don't think they'll care that much. They say they do, but at the end of the day, I feel like the guys who complain about
They
that
just
stuff
wanna
on
hit-
these
you
podcasts or
got
things like
piped
that.
by
They
so
only
many
surround
dudes and
themselves
left.
with girls with BBLs and all this stuff, and they say they do, and so you have guys commenting on everything. How do they end up at that video
What
in the
guy?
first place?
Period.
You know what I mean?
What
Like,
guy?
Great point.
Talking about
They're more
fresh and
upset that
fit.
they know they could never get with you.
exactly. I
real.
feel like it's a more like anger thing.
Think of the nicest guy you know, who's a generally good guy, who's not judging you based off your BBL or something like that. Is it a bonus to have dated somebody who has had plastic surgery? He may be attracted, he may date, he may even marry, but I don't ever think a guy is thinking, hell yeah, she got a rhinoplasty, or like, the
If it
boob
makes
job
her
is really
hotter,
what
though,
cemented this
yeah.
relationship.
Well, like, okay.
Makes her hotter.
Yeah, if it makes you more attractive. Like, I don't think a
She just told on herself. You as women get it done for men. You just told on yourself. Very contradicting. You let somebody talk a lot, they're gonna tell it themselves.
guy cares about, like, literally he wants the surgery. He just wants the outcome of the
Yeah.
surgery, you know?
I mean, I completely agree with you in terms of the outcome. Like, I'm thinking of a very specific couple. They were very happy prior to her having a boob job, and that's fine. But then when she was like, hey, I'm gonna do that, he was like, perfect. Can I help pick the size? What is it gonna feel like? This is so exciting. And like, he loved her before, but it definitely was a bonus for him. Where he was like, I love you doing what this, like,
That's where they be talking about men, but you're talking about a clown. I don't consider him a man. You gotta differentiate the shit. Y'all talking about clowns. Can we please separate the two?
Like what you're doing, as long as I
Like
get
a
to
real
touch
man's
them.
not gonna
And that's
care
why I
about
say
that.
disagree too, because look at you can look at the statistics and
What
with
are y'all- who are y'all
Pornhub and all these things. It's usually married men who are getting caught, you know.
Yeah, but that's a temptation. That's a tempt.
And those are the ones
That's
who
a
are with
bad
the natural
habit.
non-surged woman, but
That's
then
a
they're
bad
doing
habit.
what they're doing, you know, to the BBL girl.
That's a bad.
Celebrities should always be transparent about their cosmetic
Bro, this
procedures.
video almost over, bro. This shit long as hell.
I think because they're celebrities and in the spotlight and very much influencing a wide variety of ages and people, that they need to be just honest about what they're doing and why, because they're putting an example on the culture and especially young people.
don't give a
That's
damn
not
about
to
the
say
culture,
if the
bro.
cosmetic procedure is something that was like reconstructive or internal and it's not like an aesthetic thing that was like, you know, they were in an accident or, you know, something like the young child she talked about with the labia. That doesn't need to be spoken about. You know, that's super private and totally unnecessary, I think, unless it's like an actual interview that's highlighting that for whatever reason to empower people on that subject.
When I hear should, I think of the very like philosophical should, right? Like I'm kind of taking the ethical stance where I'm like, I think that it is the proper ethics for people who are in a position to influence the masses to be honest and open when they know that not being could be detrimental. Now, if they don't, do I think they're the worst person in the world? No. We can't force celebrities just because you're a celebrity. They don't technically owe us anything.
When I see celebrities and they're on the older side, or even vice versa, when they have body work done, I question whether or not they got that through hard work or they're just genetically like that, and what do I have to do to achieve that? And I start internalizing things and my insecurities start coming out. I'm like, why can't I look like that? I've been hip thrusting 500 pounds in the gym and I don't have a booty like Cardi B.
Because you're not
You know what I mean?
supposed to have the fucking booty like Cardi B.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
it's like you can work so hard, but your genetics only take you so far.
Yeah.
And then with
Live
aging,
with
like
it.
Botox and things like that, I'll start thinking, oh my gosh, I look so ugly, there's something wrong with me
You're gonna
because
look.
I'm not
I
aging.
just want to let you know, sweetheart, because you did all this stuff to your body and you didn't focus on eating clean and drinking a lot of water and getting the most organic possible things that this earth has to offer to preserve your looks. You're gonna look crazy as hell when you get older. I want you to know that what you are afraid of, the inevitability of your fear will come true. It's inevitable for you. If you don't change, it's inevitable. You're gonna look as crazy as you feared. You're gonna look insane.
Gracefully. Nowadays, like seeing celebrities, if they talk about what Botox or things that they've gotten done, and it can help me understand, oh, this is what they did, and I could just pay to play kind of thing instead of have to wonder what's wrong with my genetic. Liposuction, for example, I had an eating disorder growing up, and that's kind of what fueled my social media
Now
originally.
you got an eating
And a
disorder.
lot of girls are starving themselves to get the tiniest waist possible because they think that's how they did it.
Also, like, if we're all gonna assume that you have it done, then why lie? Like, who cares?
Yeah.
We got chairs.
People and patients in particular have a right to privacy and confidentiality, so there's no onus on you to tell us exactly what's been done, even if you're a celebrity. My preference is that you don't lie, that you don't say, I am natural or I haven't undergone any cosmetic surgeries. My preference is also that you don't try to sell me something. Like the Kardashians were doing the tummy teas, and then you have fitness influencers, as you were talking about, selling you glute programs and all this stuff. So
J-Lo with her olive oil.
exactly. You don't have to tell me all the different things you got.
Wait. No. 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 No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, shit. J-Lo, you look better here. I ain't gonna lie, this picture's crazy, but damn, I didn't know J-Lo, they got her ass too. Man.
Got done. That is between you and your doctor. Just don't try to sell me this false reality that you're natural.
Yes.
She said that's between me and my patient.
No, because it's true. I mean, there's actual confidentiality laws. I mean, we can't out anyone. And I know a lot of celebrities have been brought up here. None of us know if they've had anything done. None of us know. I mean, we can say we think we know, but we don't know. But again, I've treated tons of normal people and tons of celebrities, and it is 100% private. And I would never obligate them to speak up about their own personal procedures that they've had done. It's actually law that they have the right to that privacy.
And I think the only people that you can hold accountable is yourself. To blame a celebrity and have the sole responsibility on a celebrity to out themselves and make you feel secure and make sure and expose themselves for you. How can you even ask that?
I have a question for you, actually, as a plastic surgeon, because I go on YouTube and I see these very viral videos of plastic surgeons breaking down celebrity faces and letting the public know what they've got done. Do you think that that's ethical, given that they're part of that relationship?
I think it's dumb. If you never want to have a celebrity patient, go ahead and do that. I was on a panel with someone who has 1.2 million followers on an Instagram account where all they're doing is outing celebrities, and I can guarantee you they have 0 celebrity patients. I think it's very entertaining. I think everyone wants the tea and everyone wants to know what the scoop is, but as a person actually treating these people, I would never do that. And that's why, again, I brought up, like, we don't know what these people have had done. So let's, we can say, we've been influenced by them, and certainly they've set some beauty trends, but, no.
I don't want to say it's necessarily like I look at a celebrity online and like, oh my God, how do I get that done? Like, if I don't look like them, I'm so insecure. That's not where it comes from. But I just think like I said, I'm a weirdly open book, and I'm a little maybe too forward sometimes. Like, I'll look at somebody and one of my friends, I'm like, oh my God, did you get your teeth done? And like, I know that's like super, you shouldn't be doing that, but I'm just like, oh, they look good. Like, where? Like, send me the tea, bestie. Like, that's just how I am. But I don't think should be obligated to, like, obviously have to, no. But should you? Like, yeah, why lie?
I ain't gonna lie, man, these are the type of females y'all cracking. Y'all knocking them down. And y'all feel so accomplished, and it's like, man, swear, bro, we had more control over our sexual energy, these women would not be getting hit, because we would be talking to them, and once we hear them enough and talk to them just enough, we would hear some bullshit like this, and we would stray away from it. Like, bro, I'm cool off you. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you on bullshit. Like, that just pissed me off. I'm out.
So with that, everyone, thank you for your honesty. Thank you for sharing today. I feel like we found some middle ground today. This was awesome.
Find a damn middle ground. Bro, I'm not gonna lie.
Like a big group hug. Let's go. There we go. So beautiful.
Look how big, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, man, that shit was long, bro. Shit crazy, bro. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. This crazy world we live in. And to think, it probably is gonna get worse.